Welcome back, everybody. I'm Tim, if you don't already know me, and this is going to be the first of a new series I would like to call The Clock Out with Tim Show. So this is a show that is geared towards people who are just now getting off of work and you want to just turn on something nice and chill to talk about and explore maybe different ways of thinking about the world. Yeah, so let's just get right into it. Cue the intro. It's Clock Out with Tim. You're listening to it. Today's subject is gonna be, what is our future? What is it gonna be like? I mean, it's already changed so much, like back in November, we would have never expected a shift in our culture like the one that we're living in right now. The future is YouTube. We'll say that. The future is YouTube. It's the second largest search engine. And people really do look to YouTube to find out how to do something like, how do I install a refrigerator? That's being searched in on YouTube now. You know how it used to be exclusively Google? Well, now it's straight YouTube is becoming more important and is starting to really take off even now more than ever. And it sort of just makes you wonder, like, what is next for the world? Well, it's gonna be hard to call that right now. We're gonna have to wait and see, but Forbes magazine has an article that they made, and it's actually pretty cool. And I was reading through it, and this guy, his name is Bernard Marr, and he was basically claiming that we're in the fourth industrial revolution. 5 to 10, at least 10, we'll say. Not saying that like jobs are gonna be obsolete. I'm just saying that certain ones will be. I mean, all AI is not perfect, and that's the same for everything. Man, what do y'all think about it? Let me know if you're starting your YouTube channel right now and you find it really difficult to stick out. You find it really difficult to get into that algorithm, I mean, I can speak for myself right now and tell you that if you're starting YouTube right now, it's not something that's impossible for you to do. The thing is that if you're willing to work your butt off and really harness what you want to create in this world and commit to that, be on fire for that, for your passion, and then you'll wake up as early as you need to get it done. You'll go to sleep as late as you need to finish it, and you'll plan it out as much as possible to make everything go as smoothly as it can, and you'll invest into what you want to do. You'll cut out all the time wasting things. You'll cut out all of that, and you'll end up focusing more and achieving what you want to achieve. It takes courage. It takes commitment, ultimately, is the secret here. And currently, platforms like Amazon, Google, Microsoft, they are using AI almost exclusively. The next one that he has on the list is 5G data networks. What even is that? I don't know. Let's find out. He says, the fifth generation of mobile internet connectivity is going to give us super fast download and upload speeds as well as more stable connections. Now, I would like that for my gaming. While 5G mobile data networks became available for the first time in 2019, they were mostly still expensive and limited to functioning in confined areas or major cities. 2020 is likely to be the year when 5G really starts to fly, with more affordable data plans, as well as greatly improved coverage, meaning that everyone can join in on the fun. Well, that's cool. It's super fast data networks, and they will not only give us the availability to stream movies and music at higher quality when we're on the move. The greatly increased speeds mean that mobile networks will become more usable even than the wired networks running into our homes and businesses. Companies must consider the business implications of having super fast and stable internet access anywhere. The increased bandwidth will enable machines, robots, and autonomous vehicles to collect and transfer more data than ever, leading to advances in the area of Internet of Things and smart machinery. Delayed gratification. Yeah, so that's the thing that a lot of people are talking about, that technology is numbing in our culture, is the instant gratification. We have the thing where you want to create or you want to post something and just get likes for it without really having to work for, anything, really. So that's why you see a lot of Instagram hoes, as they're called. These hoes will, post pictures, of them doing like stripper type stuff, the ones, and they'll do that because they want to get that gratification. Or there's plenty of men who do the same thing that's just as equivalent as the women are doing. I'm not saying anything about genders. The point is the instant gratification culture of this world is problematic, I think, and it's even more problematic for the upcoming generations. How can we stop it? How can we stop it? We can create content that's down to earth. We can change our mindset about what is important and what is not. Because what is not important is how much money you have. And that's such a problem I see on YouTube these days, is whenever people are all like I just got this $10,000 car, and that's a video. Okay, that just doesn't interest me personally. I'm yeah, it's interesting to see that, but whenever you build your content based around you're rich, well, that's it. That's all you have to offer is you're rich. Hey, I think part of their content is that they are wealthy, but they didn't just inherit that. They built that, and that they want to show, hey, you can have this too. And they make it sort of clickbaity to the point where it's I gave away a $10,000 car, but the point of the content is you can provide amazing things for all these different people if you, really hone your craft. And I think it's awesome that people feel like they want to give away stuff and do that, because that's so generous, and it really does help the world whenever you're that generous. So let's move on to the next one. I don't want to make these episodes too long. Autonomous driving. While we still aren't at the stage where we can expect to routinely travel in or even see autonomous vehicles in 2020, they will undoubtedly continue to generate a significant amount of excitement. Yeah, so this goes into Elon Musk, and it also says Tesla chief Elon Musk has said he expects his company to create truly complete autonomous vehicle by this year. A truly autonomous vehicle by this year. And the number of vehicles capable of operating with a lesser degree of autonomy, such as automated braking and lane changing, will become an increasingly common sight. In addition to this, other in-car systems not directly connected to driving, such as security and entertainment functions, will become increasingly automated and reliant on data capture and analytics. Yeah, Google's sister company, Waymo, has just completed a trial of autonomous taxis in California, where it transported more than 6,200 people in the first month. But it won't be just cars, of course. Trucking and shipping are becoming more autonomous, and breakthroughs in this space are likely to continue and hit the dead headlines throughout 2020. So yeah, that's an issue that I have. Automatic 18-wheelers. Get them off the highway. Automatic 18-wheelers. Don't want to drive next to it. We will also increasingly hear about the measures that will be taken by regulators, legislatures, and authorities. Changes to laws, existing infrastructure, and social attitudes are all likely to be required before autonomous driving becomes a practical reality for most of us. During 2020, it's likely that we will start to see the debate around autonomous driving spread outside of the tech world, as more and more people come round to the idea that the question is not if, but when it will become a reality. And that's something that I agree with 100%, because I know for a fact that there's already cars that can drive themselves. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. It's called Elon Musk. It's called Elon Musk, guys, and he is a monster. What else do I think about this? I mean, man, it's gonna be happening. Like, personalized and predictive medicine. Interesting. Tech is currently transforming healthcare at an unprecedented rate. Our ability to capture data from wearable devices such as smartwatches will give us the ability to increasingly predict and treat health issues in people even more than they experience any symptoms. So what does that mean? It means that whenever they capture the data from your Apple Watch or your thingy-majigger, it takes that data and it'll be able to predict every health issue that you have, and before you even experience the symptoms, guys. This means that this is going to be predicting. This is going to be shaping the way that healthcare works. That is what we're seeing in this next part. This also refers to the precision medicine, which also allows doctors more precisely prescribe medicines and apply treatments, thanks to data-driven understanding of how effective they are likely to be for a specific patient. So this is going on to the same vein as, hey, look, we're taking all this data and we're putting it and we're crunching the numbers here, and this is what we're getting. Although it's not a new idea, thanks to recent breakthroughs in technology, especially in the fields of genomics and AI, it is giving us a greater understanding of how different people's bodies are, better or worse, equipped to fight off specific diseases, as well as how they are likely to react to different types of medication or treatment. That's amazing. Throughout 2020, we will see new applications of predictive healthcare and the introduction of more personalized and effective treatments to ensure better outcomes for individual patients. So what they're saying here is that, well, basically, your computer's gonna understand what's wrong with you before you even know what's wrong with you. So what I'm getting from it and overthinking about it, because that's what I love to do, is that, hey, the computer's going to be one with the human. Yeah. Do I want that to happen? I'm leaving the front door right now. Is that the front door to not let my computer robot be a part of me? Let me go through that door instead. If that other door is over here talking about, hey, let's be one with the robots, I'm shutting it. I'm shutting it and I'm locking it. I'm shutting it, I'm throwing away the key, guys, okay? So the next one on this list is computer vision. In computer terms, vision involves systems that are able to identify items, places, objects, or people from visual images. So those collected by a camera or a sensor, you know what I'm saying? It's like this. There's a camera right there. Capturing its face is power technology. Google search. So, computer vision. As we move through 2020, we're going to see computer vision equipped tools and technology rolled out for an ever-increasing number of uses. It's fundamental to the way autonomous cars will see and navigate their way around danger. Production lines will employ computer vision cameras to watch for defective products or equipment failures. Security cameras that will be able to alert us to anything out of the ordinary without requiring 24/7 monitoring. However, as the cases will grow, we'll have more debates about limiting the use of this technology because of potential erode privacy and enable Big Brother-like control. So what this is saying is that whenever you fill out those things on Google, whenever you're filling out, your username or whatever, and it asks you, pick all the pictures out of all 10 of these that are stop signs, and you do it and you pick it, stop sign, stop sign, stop sign. That is the computer gathering data. Excuse me. We'll cut that out. That is the computer gathering data so it can know what is what, basically. Because whenever you have a picture on the computer, all these little pixels are individual squares. So, this will all be a patch of, blue squares, blue squares, blue squares, dark black squares, brown squares, white squares, or black, blah, blah, all that stuff. So that all the different pixels have a certain spot on the computer. What it does is it'll match it up, and then it'll identify it. It'll see that this is this, But really what it is it's just saying, hey, this is red, That's a red thing, And that's what it's identifying it, and then it asks the human, hey, which one's a stop sign? And we click it, and then it says, okay, well, whenever the pixels are like this in an octagon, and then it has that, and then it has the certain pixels in a certain position, that's how it knows, and that's how it sees things. So what they're saying is, what are they saying? Guys, they're saying that there's gonna be inevitable arguments over, well, hey, what can't the computer have access to? Can it look at your mom's butt? Can the computer look at you at all times, is what we're saying, and I'm pretty sure it already can, but who knows? So 5 years, I guarantee you there's going to be some stuff. I mean, there's already Apple face recognition, which is just a normal thing right now. And I remember 3-4 years ago, that was weird. Now it's just a part of reality. Speaking of reality, up next on the Forbes technology list is extended reality, or XR. Is a catch-all term that covers several new and emerging technologies being used to create a more immersive digital experience. More specifically, it refers to virtual, augmented, and mixed reality. Virtual reality provides a fully digitally immersive experience where you enter a computer-generated world using headsets that blend out the real world. Now, augmented reality, or AR, overlays digital objects onto the real world via the smartphone screens or displays, kind of like Snapchat filters, right? Mixed reality, or MR, is an extension of AR, augmented reality, remember? So mixed reality means that users can interact with digital objects placed in the real world. Think of it like you're playing a holographic piano that you placed around in your VR headset, right? Definitely. So it goes on to say, these technologies have been around for a few years now, but have largely been confined to the world of entertainment, with Oculus Rift and Viva headsets providing the current state-of-the-art in video games and smartphone features such as camera filters and Pokemon Go style games, providing the most visible examples of AR. From 2020, expect all of that to change as businesses get to grips with the wealth of exciting possibilities offered by both current forms of XR. Virtual and augmented reality will become increasingly prevalent for training and simulation, as well as offering new ways to interact with customers. This is already happening, guys, but on small scales that we don't really even realize, like online grocery shopping at Walmart. They have online grocery shoppers, and what you do is basically it's a no-contact thing. You have people shop for you. They put it in there. They give it to you. Now they're delivering it to you. Guys, I'm telling you, we are going to be living in our homes only. It's going to be like WALL-E up in this world. You remember whenever they were all up in their chairs only? Hey, WALL-E had it right. If you have any questions about the world, you're growing up and you're confused about life, look, stop the video, go to WALL-E. All right, and you'll understand everything you need to know. WALL-E, WALL-E. Hey guys, if you like this video, if you think it's funny, or if you just want to support me for some reason, go ahead and leave it a like. And if you want to see more stuff like this, you can subscribe. You can even share the page if you'd like. Now back to the content. Blockchain technology. What the heck is that? I don't even know, but let's find out. Blockchain is a technology trend that this guy has covered for pretty much a lot this year. And you're still likely to get blank looks if you mention it to non-tech savvy people. But 2020 could definitely, finally be the year when that changes. You see, blockchain is essentially a digital ledger used to record transactions, but secured due to its encrypted and decentralized nature. During 2019, some commentators began to argue that the technology was overhyped and perhaps not as useful as first thought. However, continued investment by the likes of FedEx, IBM, Walmart, and MasterCard during 2019 is likely to start to show real-world results, and if they manage to prove its case, could quickly lead to an increase in adoption by smaller players. Things go to plan. 2020 will also see the launch of Facebook's own blockchain-based cryptocurrency, Libra, which is going to create quite a stir. Cryptocurrency? I promise you, it says cryptocurrency. I think it meant currency, right? Launch of Facebook's own blockchain-based cryptocurrency, Libra. Currently. Whatever. If you would like to keep track of these technologies, simply follow him on YouTube. His name is Bernard Marr. That's M-A-R-R. Bernard Marr. Man, what a great, great article. That's from Forbes. We read that whole thing. And, yeah. So, the top ones that we said, AI, blockchain technology. What even is blockchain technology? I don't know. Let's try to find out. Well, from what I gathered is that it's data from transactions. So, they look at your purchase history. They show you stuff that's similar to it, at any chance that they can get. Say that you are like me, you like to buy nose jewelry, Well, I've already come to the fact and the realization that, like, these automatic type of algorithms that are existing in the world, they are already in effect. The only thing is that we don't really know what they're doing yet until they've already implemented ways that they can do it and not ever stop from being able to do it. Ever. Where's the future going? I think that there's going to be a lot more violence. There's going to be a lot more hatred and division in the world, but is that really anything new? Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I want you guys to find value in these videos. So, I'm not completely dismal about anything in the world. I'm just trying to be realistic about it. But I think that for the most part, the world will be okay. And, it's going to be a little bit hard for us to bounce back from certain things like Corona. But we'll bounce back from it, and society will move on. Or my name isn't Joe Pete Bob, okay? So, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all the unending support that you give me. We've gained a couple of new followers, so we're at 83, I think, now. And that's really amazing. And yeah, let me know what you think about the Clock Out with Tim show. We're going to start it. And those are going to be due we're going to do those every Monday. Okay, so come back again next Monday for another edition of Tim Talks, Clock Out Show. Yeah, buddy. And always remember, love yourself. Love yourself good, baby. Peace.